Able to get a guest speaker for this evening because night school rules. And I got Miss Kayla, who is a graduate from the massage therapy program. Has it been 6 months? Yeah, so she graduated about a week after I transitioned here from the Tampa campus, and so I had the pleasure of working with her for like 3 days. But she has worked in the health field for the past 11 years and just opened her very first brick and mortar. And she also was a student here, so definitely gonna get some great tips from her and take it away.
Okay, so like she said, my name is Kayla. I'm a licensed massage therapist. I'm also certified manual lymph drainage therapist, Botter style, which is important for you massage folk in this room. Okay, always remember Botter technique. I started coming to school here. I was always night class. January last year, graduated August 31st last year. It was a great day. Like she said, I own my own practice. I am a solo therapist. I do therapeutic work and manual lymph drainage. So I was asked to kind of just talk about the journey of 7 months. Is it 7? Yeah, 7 months of night school, being in the massage therapy program, but also, walking through the building every day and seeing all the different specialties here. Some of the highlights of the education were definitely the aha moments that you have. So you're here and you think you got it, and then something happens and you no longer got it. And then about a week later, aha, I figured it out. So that confidence building and just being in charge of the confidence building when it comes to your specialty. So in the massage program, we have to test into doing clinicals, working on people in the outside world. It's a very scary thing for most of us, that first 1 or 2 massages that you give. I really think in that aspect in any specialty, getting the right mindset and having the right self-talk when we start transitioning into working on real people. There's a lot of anxiety that comes with that. Okay, what if I hurt them? What if I mess up their hair? What if I, clip too much on the nail, or, whatever the worries are in this room. It's not a what if, it's when because we're all going to have those moments, and we all need to be really merciful with ourselves, and we need to be really open to communicating with our instructors and asking those questions and setting ourselves up for success and having the self-talk of I can and I get to, not oh, can I and I have to. Okay, so just make mental notes about that kind of thing. So while I was in school, we had 4 teachers in my 7 months. That's rough stuff, okay? So not only did I and my classmates at the time go with 4 different instructors, they could not be more opposite from each other, okay? They all taught differently, they all communicated differently, they all just, it was like going from country to country for some of us, which that's really hard. So when you're here and you're being educated, we rely on the instructors, but at the end of the day, your education is your responsibility because it's your passion. And if you're not keeping it as your passion, then why are you here, right? Because we're all here for something, all right? We're all gonna accomplish something at the end of the year, months, whatever it is, 5 days, okay? So it's really crucial that at the end of the day, when you're taking some time and decompressing and really, centering yourself, not self massage therapist, that you're thinking, what did I accomplish and what am I gonna accomplish? The point from where you are now to the point of finishing your program is called opportunity, okay? It's not, I'm stuck, I've got this many more weeks, days, months. It's what else can I get while I'm here? What else can I learn? What other people can I influence, or can I let influence me? That self-talk in your education is going to carry you from to let's do this, And that was a struggle. I didn't have that mindset the whole way through, okay? When I got to teacher number 3, it was like, oh man, should I just pump the brakes right now, come back when everyone's got their stuff together, because this is really taking a toll on me. And the tables had to turn, and we had to, you know, mentally like make it a point to say, okay, this is what's going on that I don't have control over, but what do I have control over, okay? And as women, with it being International Women's Day, sorry Kyle, you know, we were not even allowed to take a business loan without a male co-signer until 1988. Your parents, okay, you were right, most of us, right after that came to fruition, the people before us couldn't even get a loan as a female. That's some sad stuff, okay? The percentage for differences in pay, hours, treatment is still lingering at 23% under men. All right, women are still 23% under that equality line right now. So what you're doing here, what you're doing right now with your education and your specialty is creating a platform for the 23 to go to 0, right? That should be everyone's goal. And it's not like we need to go out and, you know, take the pavement and start marching and getting crazy. We just need to be confident and firm in who we are and firm in our specialties, and that we're happy to do them, and we're creating a name for women. Don't care what color, don't care what size, don't care where you're from, I don't care how many languages you speak, we are all representing the same thing. Today is about equality, today is about accomplishment, today is about moving forward as women, and that we're gonna be unified in it. We're not going after each other, but we're celebrating each other's accomplishments. And that's something you can start practicing here in school when you're seeing people really taking off. It's not, oh, but I don't get it yet, or it's like, way to go, okay? That is where we need to be in our brain, because it takes a lot of practice to have that positivity mindset. It really does, because we get so stuck sometimes with stress, with life, with significant others, with children, with us going to work all day, and then we're coming here, and we're door dashing our dinner, and we're stuffing it in our face, and we're trying to get ready for the next test, but we still have a test we gotta take, and we're here and there and this, and I gotta fold laundry, okay? It's so much, and in hindsight, I will still agree that it was so much, you know, because now I own my own practice. I've been open since October 15th, okay? It's exploded. I'm ready to hire people. I'm getting a second location by the end of the year. It's going crazy. And the hard work I had to put in here and the discipline that I had to teach myself to be working full-time managing a chiropractic practice, being a mom of a now 12-year-old little boy. I have pets at home, I have a mortgage, I have a husband. And then step into education, and then step into owning my own business. I'm so glad it was hard. I cannot be more grateful for the stress that was put on me, because now I walk into work and I smile and I unlock my door and I put in the alarm code. I turn my table warmer on. I turn on my happy music. I look at my schedule for the day. I'm doing my notes after every single patient. I just got accepted as a community care network provider for the Veterans Affairs Association. Okay, now I have insurance that I get to deal with, but I'm getting to serve the veterans. Okay, so there's all these things that are going to come at you once you're done in this building. It's not going to get easier. It may be a little more organized, but it's not going to get any easier. So, as I was saying, your mindset here, your can-do attitude, they're lifesavers. That is your flotation device when you're drowning in this situation. Okay, no one said it was going to be easy, right? But that's okay, because we're here. You showed up, right? That means you want it. That means you're capable of it. So all you have to do is put the work in now and get organized. Some things that I did during my 7 months and my 4 teachers and whatever else was going on outside of school and things like that was get myself organized. When I realized on teacher number 3 that there was going to be a teacher number 4, I was like, no, okay, I'm halfway done and I'm losing my marbles here. So I got a planner, and I'm normally all in the phone calendar, but there's just something special about writing it down, okay? That helps with memory as well for most people. And I started putting in, all right, this is what I'm accomplishing by this day. This is what I need to study for. Here is me scheduling in time to study, not when it happens or if I get a few minutes. No, you have to make the time happen, okay? I will say it 100 times, but everyone will be real sick of me. You need to schedule the time to dedicate to this. Did it sink in? It's there? Okay. If you don't, there's always something else. There's always a phone call, a text, a TikTok reel, okay, a show. Well, the dog needs. Well, I could cook. I suddenly want to meal prep for the whole week. No, you have to set it aside, because when it's not the priority now, then it's not going to be the priority in the future. And you're just letting yourself down. And you're letting down the people that you're going to be helping, you know? So massage therapy, you know, we can help on a few different levels. Therapeutically, we can help with stress, we can help, you know, with different certifications, with, you know, lymphatics, that's what I do, okay? But what about hair and nails and barbers? What if your person comes in and you don't know what's going on in their personal life? Do you? What if they just lost someone? What if they had that appointment and they lost their job a week ago, but they're rolling on faith that they're still gonna get their hair done because they wanna look good, because they just know an interview's coming for them. And you're not in the game, your head's not there, and then what happens? We have a lot of responsibility, okay? Because we have a lot of education, or will have a lot of education for anyone who's newer. And the importance of taking care of yourself, because that's gonna reflect on the people that you get to take care of. Get to take care of, okay? So important to have that positive mindset. So I went ahead and I got my calendar. I got a couple of classmates involved, group texts, saved my life, all right? And we laughed, and there were tears at times, and there was test prep. Another thing that was so important was my syllabus, all right? Everyone gets one when they get here. They literally tell you what you're doing and what's to come. So there, the fear of, what if next week's so hard, is gone, because you know what's coming and you can get the freak out sooner, right? So being able to organize my time, be diligent with that, look ahead, try and prepare as best I can, and have grace with myself when I didn't crank out the 100 that I was so convinced I was gonna get on those tests, okay? And you're like, oh, I only squeaked by on that one, uh-oh, you know, or I didn't quite make it, I have to retake this. That's okay. You're not here getting, you know, passing the NBLEX, massage folks. That's not that test. These tests are, did you retain it? Well, you didn't pass, so you didn't retain it, and that's okay, because now you know what you need to retain. Now you know what we're gonna work on. Now you know where the focus needs to be, a little bit extra. Maybe we're putting an extra 15 minutes on that study time. Things like that. Again, it's not a negative experience unless you make it one, okay? Truly, I know it's hard. I know you guys are very tired. I can see it in some faces in this room, okay? I'm right there with you, okay? And I was there. I was, you know, in the hoodie and the leggings and the, oh my gosh, all the time, you know? But we can overcome. We are conquerors, and we have passion. And passion just drives things so more than you'll ever realize until really that niche is found, okay? So I'm organized, and I have my syllabus. I've created a community in the classroom. And then you just apply the positivity on top of it. It's like a nice little cake. I'm organized. I know I'm capable of this. I've got people who support me, and I'm loving supporting. And now I'm gonna kick butt and take names. And that's essentially the recipe for having a positive experience in your education, leaving here with a positive outlook on your field, your specialty, and being able to go and share that with others. I bought my LLC 3 months into school. Why? Because I don't waste money, all right? And if I already spent the money, then my butt was finishing school, okay? I started creating a logo for myself before I even started school because I knew that I was going to have my own business. I was tired of being the chiropractic assistant. 11 years, people. 11 years of being told what to do, okay? 11 years of, Kayla, can you? No, I don't want to anymore, okay? Or when they say, oh, I think it's this, and you're like, bro, I've been a CA longer than you've been a doctor, and I'm telling you that's not what it is. I'm telling you, you know? That's a hard situation to be in for me, and I'm sure others can relate. So if you're in this school right now because you're ready to branch out, you're ready to be your own boss, you know, you're gonna have your own freedom, then you need to act like a boss now. Practice it now. Because the second your client / patient comes in and you're like, it's not a good look, all right? We need to be confident in what we're learning. We need to leave with a positive attitude so that we can positively tell people that we are the person that they want to be working with, okay? So I got my LLC early. I went ahead and got my logo built up, took a couple drafts, finalized it. I'm dreaming. I'm like, I'm gonna make a t-shirt and I'm gonna get it on a bag or something, you know. I did get a t-shirt made, by the way. Okay, so I looked at it. I didn't wear it, but I looked at it often, okay? And then I started thinking, do I wanna be mobile? No. Do I wanna be brick and mortar? Very much. How do I do these things? I started researching. So now I'm putting a little more work on myself, but it's because I'm preparing for what's to come. So I'm gonna come in. Hello, how are you? So now I've created goals and I'm creating these milestones so that my transition out of school is as smooth as I can make it, okay? Without the stress of the tests and all those things and mids and finals and all that fun stuff. But in doing that, I was giving myself something to look forward to. I was challenging myself with the reward of, hey, like, you're gonna have your own company. Like, you get to be Key Health and Wellness. That's my business, okay? And if you can just make it through just a few more weeks, you know, a couple more months, you're gonna have your hands on the prize. And when I transitioned out of the school, I took my NBLEX, everything went well, thank goodness. And I started applying for my license, applying for your establishment license. Then you've got your inspections that are coming in. Everything costs money, okay? So then you're researching the best, you know, massage table and what kind of sheets do I want? What color scheme do I need? You know, how is this gonna look, you know, like, yes, and not a hot mess, you know? So there was all these things that were already gonna come flying at me when I finished up. And having those steps in place, having a clear picture, okay, this is the order things need to be done, instead of just graduating and everyone's like, go Kayla, go, and then you're like, I don't know where I'm going, you know, like, make sure that you're setting up the road, that you've got the path that you want. Where do you want to work? Do you want your own place? Do you want to work with a group for a while and get your feet wet and see what your specialty or niche is gonna be? Have it ready. Go talk to people. Like, if you're doing hair or nails and you're, you know, buddy with a salon, be like, hey, by the way, I'm in school. You know, I'm gonna graduate around this day. I'm gonna take tests. Maybe I could come in once a week. Maybe you need an apprentice of some kind. Maybe I can help you help me. You know, set yourself up to succeed. Don't step out the door and fall on your face. It's very, very avoidable. I'm gonna smell that and be like, nah, I'm hungry, man. It's all good. So after getting through the NBLEX, which is the massage test, and getting my license finalized, and then you go through the establishment stuff if you're gonna have your own brick and mortar. They come in and make sure you have a fire extinguisher, specific posters, and a place to put your sheets, essentially, and it's clean and there's a toilet nearby. That's really the gist of it. I was able to start pre-booking some people. I started spreading word. In massage therapy, we have to have our license number, you have to have your establishment number if you've got one, and your company name is on the card. I'm a national provider, so I have an NPI number as well, that goes on my card. So I had my cards made, and I started handing them out like candy. I'm like, hello, yes, I'm a massage therapist, I can help you, I'm pretty sure, you know. Being a therapeutic therapist, I don't see people for relaxation ever. Like, I actually turned people away at this point because my schedule is so full with these people in very bad pain. They've got rods in their back, they have old surgery, they've got C-section scars, I fell down a flight of stairs, Kayla, can you help me? Okay, and then I have someone who needs to calm down, I'm like, hey, there's a massage entry really close by, like, maybe give them a call so you're not waiting 5 weeks to get on my schedule. And I have a wait list, you know, and these people are hurting, and my focus is in chronic pain and muscular dysfunctions, okay? So when you know where you're going with it, you know your niche, then you can start handing out the cards to those people. My brick and mortar is a room. I rent a room, because that's all Kayla could afford, okay? I started my entire business, table, it's a nice table by the way, sheets, computer, desk, pretty things for the wall, you know, we got a fan, all the little things that you don't think of until you're standing in the room and you're like, shoot, I need that, for $5,000. I put it on a credit card. I didn't even take a business loan, even though I'm allowed to now since 1988, right? Okay, so now I'm, October to now, however long that is, I'm bursting at the seams. I desperately need a therapeutic massage therapist to come in and help me on the days that my poor broken body cannot. Just kidding, it's not that bad. I limit it because I'm taking care of myself with this, okay? But now I'm looking at a standalone location. It's in a plaza, it's next to a gym, there's hair people next to it, there's even a doctor's office in there. I'm like, this is the moneymaker, okay? But the rent is like more than twice what I pay right now. I'm also gonna need another therapist for that one, which means I'm gonna need to outfit an entire building, okay? I'm planning on bringing in halotherapy infrared salt saunas, all right? So now 1988 makes sense to me. Now Kayla needs a loan, okay? And she will be applying shortly. But the fact that we've come from, okay, I think massage therapy is the answer, or nails, hair, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna discipline myself, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sign up. Feel bad for whoever's watching my kid, you know? And then, okay, we're here. We have a positive attitude. We're doing our best. We're being merciful. We're being brave. We're utilizing the people around us, especially our instructors. We're asking questions. We're making sure that we get it. 2, oh snap, I only have a few weeks left. I have to take a final, and then I have to take a state test, all right? Getting through that and having yourself set up for the other side of the door is not some vast field of scary, but I pinpointed, I know where I'm going when I'm done, eases the entire process, okay? So we're gathering that the unknown is not good for us. The planned and ready to go is what we need in our lives right now. Yes, yes, we're all hearing this? Okay, great. So if I could say, I'll repeat, yeah, I'm gonna repeat it. The biggest thing that created possibility was knowing that where I was, because there were low points, all right? There's gonna be, just grit and bear it and go, okay? You're capable, get it done. From that point to freedom, we'll call it freedom when we graduate, right? That's all just opportunity waiting for you. That is all time that you're gonna need, that you can just be the dry sponge and soak up all the knowledge that you could ever hope for when you have that client or patient who sits down and says, do you know about blah, blah, blah? And you're like, oh, I do, because I listened to Jeanette. I listened to Mr. Robert that day, you know? That's so, so important to create your quality now, while you can still bounce ideas and while you can still find who you want to be in big girl land, okay? We'll say, yeah, you're an actual woman, say. Because if you don't have your quality here, and you don't have your confidence here, you're really gonna struggle with it out there. It's a lot harder to find when the real world is right here versus on the other side of that door. Okay. So that's kind of the whole spiel. I would be happy to answer questions if anyone has any. And then if not, thank you guys so much for inviting me back and being able to kind of hopefully encourage you and hopefully create a space that you can, find with yourself and know like, okay, there's light at the end of the tunnel, because there really, really is. Like, this is not your forever. This is not your forever. It feels like forever, but it's not your forever. This is very short. We have a whole lot of years in front of us to do what we love, right? So take that, hold on tight, okay? Because the ride's not over yet. And get ready, because the real world stuff, it's so fun. I love my job. I love my patients. I love my patients. Oh my gosh, do I love my patients. And they like me for the most part. Depends on what techniques I'm using that day. But yeah, we're okay, And it's just been such a gift. And I would do it all again. Even with 4 teachers, I would do it all again to get to where I am now and to where I see myself in a year, okay? So you're all wonderful. Thank you so much.
Does anybody have any questions? No.
Thank you, Kayla, so much for being here.
All right, well, if nobody has any questions, you guys can go back to doing what we love.